Hey YouTube, so today is going to be my 2 week post-op VSG update. Um, I actually will be 2 weeks tomorrow, which will be March 6th. Today's Monday, March 5th. I'm filming it today just because today is when I have the time. So I'm just going to be updating you guys. So first I'll start with my stats. So my highest weight was 276 pounds. My weight the day of surgery was 259 pounds, and today I weigh 244 pounds. So since surgery, I'm down 15 pounds, and since my highest weight, I'm down 32 pounds. If you see me looking down a little bit, it's just because I took some notes of things that I want to make sure that I talk about with you guys today. Um, so a lot of the things I'm just going to be talking about, like kind of odd things that maybe you wouldn't think about or think that will happen to you, but they've happened to me, and I would like to share them just so that you can kind of be a little bit more aware of them. But the first thing I will start with is eating, because that's what everybody wants to know about right now. So I was on purees for about 5 days. And then I had my first post op appointment with my surgeon on Friday, March 2nd. Incisions are healing well. I'm doing well. So he said I could resume all normal activity. But I did struggle through that puree phase. Um, and just, I don't know if my stomach maybe just taking a little bit longer to heal than others. But I did meet with my dietitian on the second as well. Just kind of went over some things. I'm now in the soft food stage, which has been a lot better for me, believe it or not, than the pureed. For some reason, most of the things that I felt like would have tasted good in puree stage, like maybe soups and stuff, I just did not have an appetite for it. So there wasn't a whole lot that was appealing to me. So I struggled through that stage. Now that I'm in the soft food stage, I'm doing a lot better. I've had an egg. I've had a scrambled egg that went well. The thing that's been working for me the best, and even in my pureed stage, has been beans, refried beans. I've tried turkey chili. That seems to work really well with me. Beans, cheese is working really well for me. I eat the Laughing Cow little square, not square, triangle spreadable cheeses. Also, shredded mozzarella cheese has worked very well for me too. Um, it really doesn't cause a lot of discomfort. I've tried canned chicken breast. That has gone well. I actually tried a piece of grilled chicken too that I just shredded up and used just the juices from the meat that were in the pan to make sure it stayed moist. That went pretty well. Um, yeah, so every day I'm trying new things. And it's going pretty good for me right now. I'm this week I'm going to be really focusing on trying new things and seeing what works best for me, because I go back to work on Monday, and I want to make sure I set myself up for success when I go back to work. Um, so yeah, the other thing that I did, oh, I will bring this experience up. So it was my anniversary yesterday. Um, my boyfriend we wanted to try to do breakfast. I knew I wasn't going to be able to eat a lot, but I figured breakfast would be a good, idea, because I could just order like one egg and maybe like two sausage links and just kind of pick. The egg went fine, sausage, terrible. It was just way, way too greasy for me. And it completely just messed up my entire appetite. It caused me a lot of pain and discomfort in my stomach. Thankfully, I didn't throw up or anything like that. I haven't had any episodes of throwing up through the whole process, but it did cause me a lot of pain. So that didn't go well. So my first eating out experience was a thumbs down. So I think I'll just continue to keep holding off for that. My body's just not ready yet. So I'm going to listen to my body. But yeah, I've just kind of been trying different things. Like I said, chili's been the best for me. Oh, also applesauce has been a good one for me. I'm not a fan of yogurt. Um, Cottage cheese has been good for me. And also, what I did start doing this week was I started to make smoothies as my protein shakes, because the protein powder has started to taste just weird to me. I almost feel like I can taste like the chemicals in it, and I've been struggling to drink those. Right now, I'm supposed to be drinking one a day and then focusing my protein sources from my 3 meals a day plus a snack. So, yeah, I've been trying to find ways to get my protein shake in, and a smoothie has been working great for me. It masks that flavor for me. And speaking of flavors, I'm just going to go right into that. They have been very different for me and weird for me from the beginning. And I think I've said this in another video, but this still stays true today. Anything that is sweet, whether it's regular sugar or sugar free or diet, I cannot tolerate it. It just does not taste right to me. It doesn't make me feel good. So I haven't really been having anything that's super sweet. The applesauce that I am eating is unsweetened, although it's still kind of sweet, but it's different, I guess, because it's coming from fruit and it's not like refined sugar. So I have been okay with that, but anything else, I haven't even tried, because honestly, I have no interest. I've never was a big sweets person to begin with. So it's not a big deal to me, but that is one thing that it really just does not get along well with me. The other thing is too that I've been able to, in dairy products, like my protein shake. My protein shake I don't think has a whole lot of dairy in it, but like with my protein shake, my milk, like regular milk. I've been drinking the Fairlife milk because it has 13 grams of protein in it. Per serving. So I've been drinking that to try to get protein, but I can't drink that either anymore because I just feel like I can taste like almost like a metallic kind of, I don't know, it's weird. My taste buds have changed, so just be prepared for your taste buds to change. And it could be with anything. Things that never bothered you might start to bother you. I haven't really experienced that so much, but like I said, the sugars are still a really big issue for me, which I'm okay with because we're not really supposed to be having sugar anyway. And like I said, I wasn't a sweets person to begin with. The other thing that I want to talk about as far as taste is vitamins. So that's the thing with the vitamins. My multivitamin is a chewable. They're about the size of a quarter, and I have to eat 4 a day. They it's not even so much that I can taste the sweetness in it anymore. It's the I can taste like the vitamin flavor, if you know what I mean. Like, and it's really hard for me to get those vitamins in because I just don't like the flavor. I don't like the aftertaste. That's what it is. The aftertaste, it bothers me. Um, and so I thought I would try a different vitamin because my program gave us an entire sheet of recommendations of different vitamins that we could try. And then what they also did is based off of what multivitamin we picked, it let us know how many calcium and how many iron supplements we may need to take in addition to that. So I tried a different brand because I would have only had to take one multivitamin, one iron pill, and then I would have had to take 2 calcium, which I'm cool with the calcium because they're the Viactive chocolate chewables. I can deal with those. My iron pills, they're chewable too, but the flavor is great, so they don't bother me. So I tried this brand. Um, you can't. This is the brand. It's ProCare Health, I believe. Yeah, ProCare Health. Because I would only have to take one of these, and I'm just gonna quick show you them, just because if anybody is interested. But again, about the size of a quarter. That's what they look like. They are citrus flavored, and they are absolutely the most disgusting thing that I've ever had in my whole life. Immediately when you put them in your mouth, it tastes like chemicals. The taste does not go away. I honestly was in the middle of chewing this, and I could taste hints of the citrus flavor, and I thought, okay, maybe I can do this. Excuse me, I'm burping a little bit. But I'm like, okay, I taste some citrus. The citrus tastes good, but as soon as I would taste any citrus flavor, that strong chemical medicine flavor would come through. And I honestly got maybe halfway. I don't even think I chewed halfway through the vitamin, and I was spitting it out. And I was spitting for, about a full minute afterwards. Absolutely disgusting. I had to go and brush my teeth. So I would not recommend these. Um, I tried to look up reviews, and the reviews weren't that bad about them. So I thought it would be a go for me, because I thought even if the flavor was a little weird, I would be able to get through it because I would only have to take one. No, I can't even. Disgusting. Made me want to almost throw up. That eating that was probably the first time in my whole journey that I've wanted to throw up. So disgusting. The next kind of weird personal maybe things that I want to talk about is one, like I said, excuse me, I'm burping. Stomach noises. Um, your stomach is going to make so much noise. I mean, you don't even have to be hungry, and it's just going to be making so many noises. Not all the time, but it does make noises, even when you're just drinking water. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just that, like, my thought process behind it is kind of like every time, especially now that I'm kind of like slowly introducing foods again, um, it's like almost like the food hits your stomach, and your stomach is like in a shock of like, whoa, what's going on? And it starts just kind of going crazy. And it just makes tons of growling and rumbling noises. And you don't have gas, you don't need to use the bathroom, your stomach's not upset, but it's just making a lot of noise. So just be prepared for that, because it can be a little embarrassing, especially if you're at work or something like that. You might make you feel weird. You might have to excuse your stomach. The other thing is too, I've noticed, like with the burping, not too much, but sometimes I just kind of get a little bit of, I don't know if it's not really acid reflux or anything, but just when I'm trying to drink stuff, um, I notice afterwards I get a little bit of burps, just a little bit of gas, I guess you can say, is what it is, coming back up. But that's not too bad. But the stomach noises will really throw you off when they start to get going. Um, the other thing that I wanted to talk about were my incisions. They're healing up really, really well. I'm happy with the way that they look. But the most annoying thing that I have dealt with them is that they itched like crazy. They just stopped itching probably in the last 24 hours. Most of the glue is off of them, but honestly, probably from Thursday to yesterday, Sunday, they were itching like crazy. I mean, I was ready to like just rip, almost scratch the scabs off of them because they were itching so bad. And I think it was just the healing process plus the glue. I tried to take the glue off very gently. I used alcohol to get the glue off because I think that was causing some of the itching. So just be prepared for that, because I didn't know that they were going to itch that bad. And the last thing that I want to talk about, which is something that you might not expect to run into, but in my last week, the week of like the 27th to the 2nd or whatever, last days in February, beginning of March, that was where I was going through the pureed and liquid stages back and forth, depending on what my body was telling me. I struggled. I was very frustrated, and I was almost depressed. I'm just going to be completely honest. You're so used to drinking and eating. And I just got to the point where I was just so frustrated. I just wanted to eat something and be okay. That's all I wanted. It didn't even have to be an elaborate thing. I just wanted to be able to take in something, have it go down, and be okay. Not running to the bathroom, not getting lightheaded and dizzy and all worked up and having tons of pain. And I just felt like it was never going to end. I felt like I was never going to be able to eat ever again. And what am I going to do when I go back to work? And, all these things started running through my head. And then, I kind of had to bring myself back to reality with the help of my sister and my mom, and realized even though I'm moving around very well, inside, I am still healing. I'm still inflamed. I'm still healing. My body is adjusting dr- drastically. You know, this is a big change, and there's still a lot going on inside that I can't see on the outside, and I have to remember that, and I just have to take it one day at a time, and enjoy the process, because by July, August, I probably won't even remember that I felt this terrible. But I'm in better spirits now. Like I said, the soft food stage for some reason is working a lot better for me than the pureed was. So everybody's different. Just remember that your journey is going to be much different than the person next to you, even than a relative, your mom, your sister, your uncle, anybody. Yours is going to be different. So just try to embrace it. Take it one day at a time, and listen to your body, especially when you're going from liquid to purees. Sometimes you just need to be on liquid a little bit longer, and just give your body that time. Remember, you are healing. You're not Superwoman, um, or Superman. You know, give yourself that time to heal. You need it. You don't want to mess things up, and you don't want to go overboard. So just take your time, relax, and enjoy the process. And remember, you're not going to be here forever at that stage. You're going to move on, you're going to be able to eat, and you're going to get back to normal. So that's all I have today. I'll probably be checking in with you guys again next week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you guys. Thanks. Have a good day.